Welcome to Open for Business, the Gallatin Valley's only local business and consumer talk show featuring Tom Egelhoff, the Man Entrepreneur Magazine radio called the leading authority in the United States for doing business in small town. Here he is, speaker, author, small business consultant, and Mrs. Egelhoff's favorite son, Tom Egelhoff.
All right, welcome everyone. Open for Business. We air every Saturday live from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mountain Time on AM 1450 KMMS in Bozeman, 1340 KPRK in Livingston, Montana. If you'd like to be a part of the big broadcast, go to kmmsam.com and click Listen Live. The call-in number during the show, 406-522-TALK, 406-522-8255. I'm here, you're here. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's get back to Open for Business on News Radio AM 1450 KMMS Bozeman. Lines are open at 522-TALK. That's 522-8255. Here he is. He's big, he's bad, and he's open for business. Tom Egelhoff.
All right. Well, hey, it is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It is Saturday, June 10th, 2017. It is right at 50 degrees outside. And I want to welcome you to the podcast portion of Open for Business. Each week I share some tips and tricks I've learned over the years about advertising, marketing, promotion, and building strong, successful businesses. And if you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And while you're there, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll never miss another podcast. And you'll also find a link to my podcast on my 400-page website that 3,000 people visit each day at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. Today's topic, I want to talk about how to start a small town business. And one of the great things about the internet is that there are sites like smalltownmarketing.com to help answer some of the questions people have who want to start their own business. Now, my father was in the floral and landscaping business for many years, and when he started, he traveled to nearby towns and learned the business from other florists and landscapers who were willing to share their business secrets with him. Today, he'd only have to go to YouTube. However, I still think it's a good idea to get info face-to-face whenever possible. Find someone who's successfully doing what you want to do and do what they do. Now, according to the Small Business Administration, there are hundreds of thousands of small businesses that start each year. Add home-based businesses to that list, and it's probably in the millions. But for most people, starting a business means they're going to venture into uncharted territory. Sort of like going on vacation to a strange place. Just about the time you're ready to leave, you begin to know your way around. Well, unlike a vacation, there are certain risks to avoid when starting a new business, and starting one in a small town has more risk than the same business in a larger city. For one, you have a smaller customer base to work with. As a result, it takes longer for the business to become self-sufficient. There are other risks involved that may take your business down before it even begins. And this podcast will try to help you deal with some of those. So let's start out by trying to lower your risk of failure. Now, years ago, many business experts used to say the principal reason for business failure was location, location, location. Now, with the internet and various types of mass media advertising, that old adage no longer applies. So in my opinion, the most common reason for failure is management skills. Most new business owners are extremely talented at what they do. If they create a product, they normally do it very well. But because they've never been in business before, they're often at a loss when it comes to actually running the business. Now, before starting your new business, consider taking some management courses at the nearby university. Yes, you can become a student at any age. Take one or two classes in the evening if adult ed is available, or check with your college as to what classes and times that might work for you. Check out your local business section of the public library or Amazon online to see what books are available on management techniques. And as I've said many times, school may have ended for you, but learning is a lifelong job. Read as much as you can about your business or industry, at least 20 minutes a day. If you do that, at the end of the year, you'll know more about your industry than 75% of the people in it. And best of all, Find a mentor. Find someone who is successfully managing your type of business and do what they do. There are tons of helpful information on all kinds of businesses at your local library and online. SCORE.org has 1,000 volunteer business counselors to help you online. The Small Business Administration has lots of startup information at SBA.GOV. Both are prepaid with your tax dollars. Now, successful business owners, small business owners anyway, are generally good planners. And I don't care how small your business is, you need a good business plan. Your business plan will keep you focused and give you direction and keep you on the straight and narrow. Just like a map will tell you how to drive cross-country, your business plan is your roadmap to success. And when you start a new business, you need the support of those who love you. In order to be successful, you need the support of family and friends, and this is not always easy to accomplish. Starting a business is going to infringe on some family time, and you need to come to an understanding that a new schedule of your time with them will need to be created. Be sure to make time for your family while your business is growing. Schedule the time to make the soccer game or the school play. You still have responsibility to be a good parent and a good spouse. So be prepared to give your business enough time for it to work. I've seen so many businesses fail that were right on the verge of success because the owner became discouraged that success was taking longer than they had planned. Now, very few businesses are overnight successes. There are sometimes years of discouragement before that one special event happens, and that takes your business to another level. You're all alone in your business startup, and the constant decision-making takes its toll on some people who can't handle the pressure. After years of having the decisions made for you, now it's your turn to make them. So how much time should I give my business? I ask a lot of people this question, and the most common answer is 6 months. Well, my answer is 3 to 5 years. What can happen in 6 months? Your advertising and marketing is just starting to work in 6 to 9 months. You need a couple of years to establish some trends and develop a customer base. So don't quit too soon unless it's going to put you and your family at financial risk. So look before you leap. And as we talked about earlier, another problem for the small business owner is decision making. Are you the kind of person who assembles all the facts before making a decision, or do you make decisions by the flip of a coin? Decisions that are well thought out are often much better for the health of your business than those made on the spur of the moment. In the beginning of your business, you might want to sleep on major decisions. If they still seem right the next day, they probably are. So do what you like to do, but delegate the rest. Many times in these podcasts, I've spoken of the value of a good bookkeeper or an accountant. These folks are worth their weight in gold. Do the things that you do well, and let someone who's good at figures take care of your money. And the same with an attorney. Have the people who make their living doing this sort of things advise you. Yes, there may be a large cash outlay than you would like to start with them, but in the long run, they are very inexpensive for the value they return. And don't be too proud to pack it in. Sometimes the best ideas just don't work. They look great on paper, but in the light of the real business world, they just don't survive. It's okay to be persistent. It's not okay to be stupid and keep pouring your hard-earned money into a business or service that no one wants. Learn to be proficient when you're searching online. You want to look for businesses like yours that are already established. Look at their websites. Some will be good, most will be bad. Look at colors, phrasing, photos. Contact the ones that look good to you. How do they advertise their products and services? How do they overcome the hurdles of small-town business startup? No one has all the answers, but you can learn a lot from the mistakes of others. Most small business owners like to help each other out unless you're a direct competitor. So call businesses in other towns and ask their advice. Most will be happy to share their success story with you. Learning from the success of others is one of the fastest ways to business success, and that's the podcast. If you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll also find a link to my podcast on my 400-page website that 3,000 people visit each day at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. So tune in each Saturday, and let's build successful businesses together.